My favorite retractor is the Belfour. My favorite suture is Ethibond. And my favorite forceps, DeBakey's.
When I was a resident, I used to always say, I'm going to either invent something, my own instruments, because you start liking things a certain way, or I got to have my own stuff, get my stuff, get my specials. And it's funny because what I tell my residents and fellows now is you should be able to operate with everything. Hot spoon, okay? Don't ask for stuff that's so sexy, because to me, you're limiting in yourself. Carpenter works with the tools they have. Now, that being said, if I have my way, I have a nice fine pickups I like. Most people probably call them Geralds. I like titanium equipment because it's not magnetized and it's light. Retractor, I use the Bucky or the Buckwalter, or really Bookwalter, but nobody else uses that for some reason.
My favorite retractor is the Thompson, because when I came to Henry Ford, we had the upper hand. And so I got into the Thompson early on because I looked it up, I researched it, I modified some of the blades with the company, and I know how to customize the retractor. And once you get comfortable with that, you can do whatever you want with it. And that's the Thompson for sure. Doesn't even require thinking. Now, forceps, there are many good forceps out there, but my favorite were always those fine-tip DeBakey's with the round handle. I love round handle instruments, especially the forceps. I love the fine-tip DeBakey's. They work extremely well. Suture. People always say, what's your favorite suture? I say in transplant, whatever stops bleeding. And quite often I always say, the reason we had this bleeding, it was proline insufficiency. So proline wins the award. It's a proline, whether it's a 6-0 or a 4-0, because not uncommonly, that extra stitch could have prevented you from going back to the operating room.
Favorite retractor? I would have to say the Thompson retractor is a very versatile retractor. You can hook up anything to that thing, and a self-retraining retractor for that is phenomenal. Favorite pickups, the DeBakey. It's essential. Anytime I don't know what to use, that's what I call for. Favorite suture, I would have to say one of my favorite things to sew is the portal vein. And a lot of staff use the RB2 on a 6-0 for that. And I love the angle of it. I love how easy it makes it to sew.
Retractor would be a Wheatlander or Gelpy because it does the job for you. Forceps, DeBakey forceps, we do use those. And favorite suture, I like the steel sutures. We don't use them in transplant, but I think they're fun.
My favorite retractor is having no retractor. So when we do minimally invasive surgery, we don't use a retractor anymore. The forceps and instruments we use, we have ones that we use commonly during transplant, but now my favorite instrument pretty much is the robot.